The Canine Crew was a top-secret special ops team of robot dogs who lived inside a high-tech facility hidden in the mountains. They were the first responders called whenever disaster struck anywhere in the world. When a tremor shook the earth, they raced forward. When a wildfire raged through the hills, they dropped everything. And when a building collapsed and people were trapped inside, they sprang into action. They were loyal, brave, and always ready to save the day. Today, we're going to meet the courageous crew and discover how they put their unique skills to the test in life-saving missions all around the world. The lives of everyone in this city had changed forever. In the blink of an eye, the ground had split apart, trapping hundreds of people beneath the rubble, but there was hope on the way. A red helicopter flew over the scene and dropped off a group of firefighters who immediately got to work. Suddenly, a large black SUV pulled up and four amazing robot dogs emerged. They were sleek, strong, and ready for action. This was the Canine Crew. Leading the pack was the fastest and smartest of them all, Bolt. He was a German Shepherd mix with glowing blue eyes and powerful jaws. His body was covered in futuristic armor with wires, lights, and gadgets attached to his collar. Bolt could sniff out danger from miles away and zip through tight spaces at super speed. Then there was Luna, an Australian shepherd with mesmerizing green eyes and a bushy tail. She was the best tracker on the team, able to follow the faintest scent or sound no matter how far away it was. Her special night vision allowed her to see through smoke and dust, finding survivors in the darkest places. Next was Tank, a massive bulldog with soulful brown eyes and a heart of gold. He was the strongest and bravest of the bunch, fearless in the face of danger and always willing to lend a helping paw. His thick, protective plating allowed him to trudge through rubble without getting damaged. And finally, there was Scout, a tiny Jack Russell Terrier with sparkling amber eyes. Although he was small, he was super agile and could squeeze into tiny spaces to rescue those who were trapped. His drone wings allowed him to take to the skies and deliver emergency supplies or evacuate victims to safety. As soon as they arrived, Bolt got to work sniffing out survivors. His keen nose detected a faint heartbeat under a pile of bricks. Without hesitation, he barked orders, directing the other dogs on how to move the debris and free the trapped person. Tank used his strength to lift heavy stones, while Luna's tracking abilities helped them find more survivors. Meanwhile, Scout flew overhead, guiding the firefighters and medics to those in need. Together, they worked tirelessly to save as many people as possible. Smoke billowed from the windows of a burning apartment building, blocking the view of anyone trapped inside. Firefighters battled the blaze, but they needed someone to go inside and find the missing residents. That's when the Canine Crew was called in. Wearing special thermal imaging goggles, Luna led the charge, her green eyes scanning every room for signs of life. She found one of the residents hiding under a bed, too afraid to come out due to the intense heat and smoke. Barking softly, she coaxed the terrified person out and guided them to safety. Meanwhile, Bolt raced through the burning maze of rooms, rescuing a mother and her two children who were huddled together in a corner. He barked loudly, startling a firefighter who dropped his hose, allowing the family to escape through a broken window. Outside, Scout hovered above the chaos, his tiny tail wagging furiously as he directed the flow of traffic and kept a lookout for more survivors. Tank stood guard at the entrance, his booming bark keeping everyone safe as the fire raged on. Hours later, the fire was finally extinguished and the last resident was rescued. As the Canine Crew watched from a distance, they knew that they had made a difference. The weary firefighters gave them a grateful salute, thanking them for their help. But the Canine Crew just wagged their tails. They were happy to help. A massive wildfire was tearing through a forest, forcing people to flee their homes. The air was thick with smoke and the flames seemed unstoppable. The local firefighters were struggling to contain the blaze, but they weren't alone. The Canine Crew arrived on the scene, ready to do whatever it took to help. With a heavy heart, Luna led the charge, her sensitive nose detecting the scent of danger and fear. She barked frantically, alerting the others to the presence of people trapped by the flames. Tank used his powerful frame to plow through fallen trees, creating a path for the firefighters to reach the stranded hikers. Bolt raced ahead, his lightning-fast reflexes helping him dodge falling branches and leaping over burning logs. He guided the terrified people to safety, barking encouragement and soothing their fears. Meanwhile, Scout flew above the inferno, his small size allowing him to navigate the thick smoke and heat. He directed the firefighters to hot spots where the fire was spreading, helping them focus their efforts where it mattered most. Together, they worked tirelessly to save as many people and animals as possible. After what seemed like hours, the fire was finally contained. The grateful hikers and firefighters thanked the Canine Crew, but they knew that their work wasn't done yet. There were still people missing in the smoldering ruins of their homes. With renewed determination, the Canine Crew set off into the burnt-out landscape, searching for any sign of life. They braved falling embers, thick smoke, and the constant threat of another flare-up. But nothing could stop them now. They wouldn't rest until everyone was accounted for. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the ravaged landscape, the Canine Crew made a heartbreaking discovery. A young girl was trapped in the wreckage of her home, injured and alone. Without hesitation, Luna crept closer, her gentle eyes scanning the damage and assessing the situation. She barked softly, letting the others know that they had found someone who needed help. Tank carefully moved aside some of the debris, revealing the frightened child. Bolt stepped in front of her, licking her hand and barking reassuringly to calm her down. Scout landed on the ground beside her, his tail wagging slowly. He nudged her gently, letting her know that help was on the way. Working together, they freed the girl from the wreckage and carried her to safety. The sight of the Canine Crew carrying the injured child to the waiting firefighters was a picture of heroism and compassion. The firefighters rushed to help, providing medical attention and comfort to the frightened girl. The Canine Crew stayed by her side until she was taken away, their hearts breaking at the thought of what she had endured. But they knew that they had done everything they could to help, and that was what mattered most. The earthquake had caused widespread damage, leaving many people trapped and injured in the rubble. As the sun rose, casting a faint light through the dust and debris, the Canine Crew arrived on the scene, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. With determination in their eyes, they set to work, searching for survivors amidst the collapsed buildings and shattered streets. Using their keen sense of smell and advanced technology, they sniffed out the faintest whiff of life, barking frantically to alert the humans to the presence of those in need of help. Their bravery and resilience were tested as they braved collapsing structures and hazardous materials, but nothing could stop them now. They would not rest until every trapped person was rescued. As they worked tirelessly to save as many people as possible, a sense of hope began to spread throughout the devastated city. People looked up at the Canine Crew with gratitude and admiration, knowing that they were in good hands. Despite the immense challenges and heartbreaking scenes, the Canine Crew refused to give up. Their unwavering determination and refusal to rest until everyone was accounted for was a testament to their courage and compassion. In the end, their heroic efforts saved countless lives and brought hope to a shattered city. As dawn broke, the Canine Crew watched over the city from a nearby hill, their silhouettes framed against the rising sun. Below them, the humans bustled about, clearing the rubble and beginning the long process of rebuilding their lives. The robot dogs knew that their work was done for now, but they would be ready to answer the call if disaster struck again. With a sense of pride and satisfaction, they turned and headed back to their secret facility in the mountains, knowing that they had made a difference in the world.